Shalom, Israel. All right, so my name is Officer Kayad, one out of ISUPK Jamaica. And watch now. See, we have a situation with Burna Boy. You understand? Coming to Jamaica. You understand? Them say he will be holding a concert. You understand? But when you look at the ticket prices, you understand? You see that the prices for the tickets are outrageous. So the question is, see, is it that Burna Boy is such a star and such a big star, you know what I mean, and acknowledged here in Jamaica as such a big star that the price of these tickets are justified? That is a good question, you know, because, for example, Alkaline did a concert here in Jamaica, you know, which we know that Alkaline is a big star here in Jamaica, you know. See? Alkaline did a show, you understand? And I don't recall in any of his ticket prices being $65,000. And of course, that is not, you know what I mean? That is not the price of all the tickets. But any of the tickets, them, none of their prices weren't that. There was, I don't recall anything anything such as a VVIP for sale that amounts to $65,000. So the question is Burna Boy such a big talent here in Jamaica that, you know what I mean, he can now come to Jamaica and charge $65,000, you know what I mean, for his tickets? All right, so we're going to jump into an article. Remember, if you like this video, you know what I mean, share on all social media platforms and also leave your comments. So this article says Burna Boy Ultra VVIP ticket section for sponsors, PR consultants. You understand? As Afrobeats and concert lovers prepare for the Burna Boy show, which is on next Sunday at the National Stadium, concerns have been mounting about the layout of the event. This follows the circulation of a graphic allegedly depicting where each section of patrons is said to be. Several persons who have already purchased tickets took to social media to voice their issues, citing that the Ultra VVIP section highlighted on the layout was never initially advertised. All right, so they argue that that section would normally be for sponsors, but now it's for sale. So here are the admissions. It says General Bleachers now stands at $6,000. So it's $6,000 for you to go into the stadium. So that would amount to about I guess $40. See? The Grandstand now, $10,000. That is basically like $80. VIP, $25,000. And VVIP, $65,000. You understand? So the question me ask again, is Burna Boy this popular in Jamaica? You understand that those ticket prices are justified? You understand? Is the question. Because no, remember, you know, Afrobeat is a subgenre of dancehall, you know. Afrobeat was stolen from dancehall. You know what I mean? And these heathens love dancehall. They started off doing dancehall and reggae. And then them venture off into Afrobeat. See? Which, you know, say, as I say, Afrobeat is from dancehall. So how is it that now them are going to perform but the same Afrobeat, which comes from the genre of music that we created here in Jamaica, and charge us these amount of money to come see one of their knockoff artists? Because that's all he is, a knockoff artist. A knockoff of a dancehall artist. Then, with a few hit songs. With a few hit songs that we know about. For the most part, I mean, you know what I mean? We here in Jamaica, yeah, Afrobeat has reached here. It has reached Jamaica's shore, you know. But we have genres that, you know what I mean, that are so much bigger than Afrobeat here. And definitely is original to here and did not need to be plagiarized or did not need to plagiarize any other genre. You understand? I would rather pay to see Cartel, Alkaline, Movado, You know what I mean? All of these artists, I will pay $65,000 to see these artists. But why would I pay $65,000 to see this Eden who copied our culture? You understand? Who copied our music and is now selling it back to us, you know what I mean, for $65,000 to come look at him, behave and act like us. That don't make no sense. You understand? I'm going to jump to a scripture. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 3. And it says, give not thine honor to another, nor the thing that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. All right. I said this in a class previously, saying that because we love these heathens so much, this is how they can come now and exalt themselves amongst us or above us. You taught them dancehall, you taught them reggae, you taught them the dances, you taught them your culture, you taught them willingly. You know what I mean? And specifically to the Africans, they did not have any kind of input into your creations as they, you know what I mean, would like to claim, because we know Stone Boy, the Ghanaian dancehall and reggae artists, you know what I mean? Ghanaian dancehall and reggae artists, you know, claims that reggae come from Africa and that Africans, you know what I mean, that Caribbean people have no rightful claim to it because its core is not from, you know what I mean, from the Caribbean. See? That is what this African boldly claim, you know. Claim that, you know what I mean, basically telling you that don't give yourself too much credit for the creation of your own genre because, you know what I mean, your creation originally came from Africa. And when they say that, you know, them try pretty it up to say that, no, the reason why we said that is because all we are Africans. When in fact, what they really say over there in Africa is that we use their drum patterns and we use their drums. You understand? And it is the Rastafari community that convinced them. It is the Rastafari community that convinced them that yes, indeed, we are using your drums. And that is just downright traitorous, you know, Virgin, because when we come over here, we did not come over here with any kind of drum. Whatever we use over here to create this music that we created did not use any African drums. As I say, I'm going to repeat it over and over again. The only time you ever hear African drum in any reggae or dancehall music is when that producer of that beat deliberately put African drums in it to make it Africanized. And it's usually a Rastafarian who do that. But if you listen all of the reggae hits them from time past, just go and listen to them. You will hear no African drum from it come from Skia to Mento, come straight up to reggae and dancehall. No African drum is in it. But that is what they say over there. And that is because the Rastafari community make them think that, yes, you have a right to the music that we create over there because they want to kiss Selassie ass, because they want to worship that filthy, disgusting Ethiopian, which Ethiopians don't really, Ethiopians, they are a subgroup in Africa that don't come like regular Africans. You understand? We did not come from Ethiopia, if you want to say we come from Africa. Because no slave ships, no slave ports was in Ethiopia that came over to the Caribbean. But because the Rastafari community want to kiss Selassie's ass, Burna Boy come to your island and charge you $65,000 for your ticket. You understand? And him know you are going to buy it, him know you are going to pay for the ticket because this is how gullible we are to these Edens. We love these Edens so much that we will pay any amount of money to see them. But guess what? Our own artists, we don't value them. We don't buy them music. I can bet you we stream Burna Boy music all day. But we don't stream, you know what I mean, a Chronicler. We don't stream our artists them. But we will stream Burna Boy though. You understand? And if you want to know if we are Africans or not, just look at how we treat Africans. You will see that the way we treat Africans is different from how we treat each other. You understand? We treat each other different from how we treat Africans. And that to you should be the proof that we are not Africans. You understand? So the scripture say, yo, let me read it again. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 3. And it says, give not thine honor to another, nor the thing that is profitable unto thee to a strange nation. Right? So you must not give your honor, you know what I mean, to another. How can it now be said that Afrobeat is the biggest music, you know what I mean, is bigger than dancehall and reggae? It is because you gave up your honor. You make the heathens think that they are allowed to do. And common sense could have tell you, you know. Common sense could have tell you, say, look, these heathens should not do our music because, one, we here in Jamaica, we are just 2 million people, 3 million there about. How much people of Africa? Almost a billion or over a billion people in Africa. So, if you have a billion people over there in Africa, they have a bigger marketplace. So once upon a time, they would be booking our artists. Now, them just book for them artists and make for them artists big. Right off the bat, him just tour down the whole of Africa and then become a platinum seller. You can't become a platinum seller because if you tour down the whole of Jamaica, what that going to do for you? So common sense should have tell we, say, look, let us keep this close to ourselves. And the Bible, if we did pay attention to the scriptures to know that, yo, you see, Bible, it is our book, it is our guidance. We would make this mistake because the book of Baruch, you know what I mean, in the Apocrypha, 4 and 3 say, give not thine honor to another, nor the thing that is profitable unto thee to a strange nation. One thing that is profitable unto us is our culture. You understand? The main thing that is profitable unto us is the fact that we are the children of Israel and we were given the oracles of the Most High. You know what I mean? We have the covenant with the Most High. We lost that. Well, we haven't lost it, but there's somebody in the earth now calling themselves the real Jew. You understand? Somebody else calling themselves the real Jew. See? So you can't, for the most part, if it wasn't for the ISUPK telling our people that we are the real Jews, not for the most part, a matter of fact, if it was not for the ISUPK and the commanding general, Your Honor, telling our people that we are the real Jews, nobody would know. So nowadays, now, yeah, we know we are the real Jews, but who really, who the world sees as being the real Jews today? The white Jewish man. He is considered the real Jews today. You understand? He's the one that everybody, you know what I mean, sees as God's chosen people. But meanwhile, we, the descendants of the slaves, we are the real Jews. We are the real Jews. But the scripture make you know, say you must not give that which is profitable unto a strange nation. So not only is our identity given to another nation, but also our culture. You have the Japanese who come here and them learn our culture and them go back to Japan. And they become stars off of our culture. They have Japanese artists, you know what I mean? Japanese keep concerts that we as Jamaicans look to get a booking on one of those concerts when we are the ones who created the culture. Same thing in Africa, Popcorn had to do shows in Africa. Beanie Man. You understand? Beanie Man went over there and crowned Stone Boy, the prince of dancehall. And Stone Boy people had nothing to do with the creation of dancehall. Nothing to do with the creation of dancehall. Instead of crowning Popcorn Alkaline or one of our brothers as the prince of dancehall, we rather to crown these heathens. And these heathens spit in our face by coming to our country and charge us big fees for their concert. You understand? $65,000, and he would not charge that if he did not know that you would pay that. You understand? $65,000, Virgin. That don't make no sense. Me would rather pay that $65,000 if you see Bounty Killer and Capitan and Sizzler. You understand? Then you have no DJ Khaled, who is exploiting our brothers. You know what I mean? And they are not talking about that, you know, and not only is he exploiting them, you know what I mean? He must shake up them thing. He must make them thing look shaky and put them in video with LGBT and all of them thing there, which they did not come out and speak about, which show you that they were complicit. Which show you that your Rastafari leaders now have no integrity. But after them come, you know what I mean, flow over now, them come out and them are burn plaque. You understand? That is because we have given, you know what I mean, these heathens that which is valuable unto us. You understand? You have another scripture where I'm going to read where it says, you know what I mean, we have shown the wicked ones our ways. One second. In. This is the book of Jeremiah. Let me get it in the right Bible translation. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah 2:33, and it says, why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? And that is an excellent question. Why we are trim ways? Why we are firm up these heathens? Because we are look likes. Meanwhile, we treat each other like garbage. Meanwhile, we treat each other like blasted garbage. When we see each other out there, what we treat each other like, we look at each other like them, and we are nobody, especially the poor of our people. We don't consider them. If you look to, you know what I mean, to Aship on the road, and people treat you like garbage, brother, or your own brothers, them treat you like garbage. If you look, you don't look like you go and work. You understand? Treat you like an enemy. You understand? Yet still you trim your way for sure the heathens love. How that work? You trim your way for sure the heathens love, but you treat your brothers them like them are the scum of the earth. Meanwhile, this filthy, stinking flying magnet African come to Jamaica and him sell you a ticket for $65,000, rubbing it in your face, rubbing that African shit, that African doodoo in your face, saying that, look, we are no better than you. You are now our slave. That is what he's saying when he does that. This disgusting African. You trim your ways to seek love, and you show the wicked ones your ways. Them know say, yo, as a people, we are hypocritical towards each other. So them exploit it. And then come to your island and book. Well, you tell me say you have so much Burna Boy fans here in Jamaica? Chronic Law, I don't think Chronic Law can full up stadium, you know. And Chronic Law, big artist in Jamaica. You tell me say Burna Boy, because of too viral, you know what I mean, music that him put out, can full up the National Stadium and buy a ticket for $65,000. On a madman. All right, with that, we're going to leave it right there, so still. See? Now is the time for you to realize, say, yo, you don't get exploited by these heathens. And a full time now to stop calling yourself Africans. Because this is the difference between you and an African. An African can sell you a ticket for $65,000, you can't. And with that, like this video, share this on our social media platforms. Leave your comments. This is ISUPK Jamaica and the Commanding General, Your Honor. Shalom.